be emme mikiyadeni odidoni faruge maramata den me agulumuri huriha kamek kodde bene emme saligoy odidoni faru maramatu kollan MTCC boatyard marine mechanical masake kuran MTCC boatyard karatu masake rangala kollan MTCC boatyard underwater welding vest MTCC boatyard machining nas and blasting vest MTCC boatyard emme odiyan noi emme hattan noi MTCC boatyard hamajelage emme saska benneti odidoni faru maramat kolluma MTCC boatyard
Aragon Kanamaki Aishath Rafa Nazim. I'm from Mali and I'm a member of the table tennis national team. Right now I'm studying in CHSC in grade 12. Mukho Rafa ingeni through table tennis. Ekom hame ingidana school therem bes no kori Rafa wan Iskandar game ha CHSC ko hame school therem bes ingidana ekom kina mashhur ni TT through. Rafa ke emme high priority ki studies. Hum mega TT korna kam kavias Rafa ke emme high priority ka hada me orani studies then in Iskandar throughout my studies I've been studying science stream. Hum Rafa Korea dames benu mani hama ekhala stream akung then sports a guru am Rafa benu me Korea dang in a field like that. But I first studied in Iskandar. I joined in grade 3 where I came from UK where I used to live there and now I'm studying CHSC in grade 12 in my last year in grade 12. I give a lot of importance to studies. Hama Rafa emme kudaristora sport ko phonani emme furathama kiyawumman iskandeshe do kiyawumma iskandigen ve ehen kanta kurebeni ehen kiyadi for Rafa like that's how my parents brought me up. So I've always thought first I'll concentrate on my studies and I can give my time to other things as well. So I got a multitask kurang. I think I've learned a lot up till now. Then Rafa wara proud wa kame me I was the best all round in Iskandar in the year 2018 and I was games captain in Iskandar and in CHSC. So Rafa wara proud wa kame. I've been in the national team since 2015. So since 2015, I've been balancing my school and my table tennis life. And there are times that I think, oh, I'm missing out a lot there. Because the social life, sometimes when friends are hanging out, I'm not able to join because I'll have practice or something. But Mikala TT kahuna achievements sakia bumung achievements libunima Rafa hitangana it's worth it do I got bike kanta sacrifice kuran jehene do if I want to excel in other things. Rafa kuderuruni UK ga then eru bappa dane tha table tennis club ka hama just cooling for fun. Then etana daru Rafa iskennar by fahar hem Rafa eta kure tam fengen ekaman shawgwer kan ofedoni then bappa emme furtama introduce koddini to the sport no and hen boni kinundo TT kulen jehene TT kulen annamin he Rafa etana gos eta wala mi hunna interact kon I saw like what they were doing and I got really inspired to play table tennis. Etagos it was my dad who was coaching me. So Bappa the first introduction to the sport. If Faharu UK go Mubarak final ga jahone Mubarak Arava for Kotun final ga jahone Bappa. Then it wasn't like a super serious tournament or anything, but as like an 8-year-old, oh, I wanted to beat my dad really bad, and it was a handicap tournament, which means one side would get a few points at the beginning already since it wasn't a serious tournament. Then I got a call for Rafa board with the Rafa Varung Mufa, the Wapa Kofa Libuni, a trophy of a sonna to a skega. Then I were Maja Mechet than Rafa Hana.
How do you even about that?
No, how Rafa board. Erugaves TT Kuleti Hamagotanas. Mithana joined Kuriru, I was first introduced to like the YDP group, of the Eruka Hunna Varagina Kudingula TT Kule. But then Rafa, it was like a nice community that I joined when I came back. And Hama as rather than Hama kind of train Kuri YDP, I also had private training with my first coach in Male. Like my first professional coach was Yasir sir, and he gave me private training and he helped me reach like from the beginner to amateur level of table tennis. Then hama ad was mitaga gaume mubara takuga chiga badwang under 13, under 12 ekala age categories. Then emma fruta madu libuni silver frutama. I think that's one of my final gossa. A lot of the times it gave me a lot of like mental motivation, but I was very very young so it wasn't as professional as I would consider it now. As I mentioned before, I'm a full-time Mubarak silver. Then a fahu kulung Mubarak fishing age Rafa Bavary in age categories in Rafa Libune gold. So I'm proud to say that I was able to maintain it for a very long time. Vara Madu Mubarak and Nonia, Rafa Bavary age group, gold no it's a women's category, a kurunga kuring under 16, under 12, a category is a kurungiru. I started when I was around 6.5 or 7. I come highlight I have 2 very special occasions. The first time I won my national championship and the time we won IOIG. In 2016, I played against Moinamis in the finals, and that was the first ever national title I ever won. And Rafa special 2015 I went to the finals. Then I carrying Moinamis match. Then so the following year I was able to go to the finals as well, and it was sort of like a comeback for me. Then Muina Misaki in table tennis is a very respected person. She was the reigning national champion for 13 consecutive years. And Efaro Rafa Muina Miss Balikov for national title Libunima a Rafa like Rafa Varumufa coming. The IOIG gold medal was the first gold medal in an international tournament by the table tennis team. And the whole tournament was like a great experience for the table tennis team. We won gold in doubles, silver in doubles, singles was gold, silver, team event was gold. And a Huriha event takakung medal hodafa, especially team event ka MF deciding match Kulanjoni Rafa. A pressure ya Hurha ka Rafa match moreover team goal holder devunima Rafa varang ufa hama kinkia nudeve havarang ufa. It was like an out of this world experience for me. I remember the final point of the deciding match. I was leading in the last set and I lost that set, and it was going very close, and it was the final point. And I remember when I won the point, I was frozen. Like I couldn't remember anything. I was just frozen for a while because I hadn't realized what had just happened. I come celebrate Kuram Feshim Rafa. I realized we won gold for the first time. If you want to win, you have to lose sometimes. So again, lessons learned Kuranje. Varikina Faro Rafa Mengonan Berum Mubarata Sama Tavvefa the Varikina Meshtako. Then rather than thinking of it as, oh, I lost the match, now what do I do? It's something like, I lost the match, what can I improve? Egotang abades komme mechakung moluvias davvias is taking a lesson from it each time. Then sports golumaki vargina skills develop coming teamwork, then ragaru mindset a behetuma like ekala vargina skills develop coming. Then Rafa eka game board of Fahagavi IOIG kuring I got injured. I had a fracture in my foot. So right before IOIG, maybe 4 months, I had to stop for 2 months because I was in a cast. And I think at that time it affected me a lot mentally. And what I did to overcome that sort of slump helped me improve like not only in my game but in my life, I was able to learn a lot of things or how I could handle difficulties like that. So I think komme sport kuras it's vargina chi daswane ega tereng. The sports terek, I think the most important thing is discipline and having a positive mindset. So ekala vargina chi rafa daswegendia. And then, as I mentioned, of course there will be downs about this. Komme miha kavesannar ekom eti positive gotaka turn around kollome ki emiha try kuranche. That's what we have to learn. In 2019, we played a South Asian Games, and in the singles category, I went to the quarterfinal. And we had to play against Sri Lanka, which has been our competitor for a very long time. It was one of our goals to try and beat Sri Lankan players. And I was in the quarter, and if I had won that match, it would be the first ever bronze medal in a South Asian Games. And then warang undagu match kulefa hama. It was a 5-set match, and it went to the 5th set, and it was really close, and I lost that match. Then therefore hama rafa vara dera vidu henge hama match nimma fa hitange o match molwe nam mehem wane ekom rafa kurimas buneheng. It was a lesson Rafael learned with him was wane hama kuriya danshe hene kala kontabias. We played it in a bit of a sort of difficult situation in Nepal. Eta match tere karan so yeah I know, like, I lost and I was sad because I lost, but I was satisfied with how I played. So it was sort of like a half thing. Theda punanya Rafa Gabul Kuragotuka Adi Divahirajagin Nova sports in Ekani career and go away. I have a kind of Rafa Mihar's studies importance. Right now, we aren't able to only do sports as a career, but Miharo, I'm sure national team sports hama career like they give that importance to play. Sports ka career time tiring it's not easy, but I think slowly we are on the right track to making sports like a career that people can pursue even. Right now, we are developing our own local coaches and first bringing coaches from other countries to like help us go on to the next level. So I think in the close future, we could pursue it as a career, but right now Rafa Gabul Kuragotuga Adi Hamaikadi sports pursue Kuroaction. Maybe you can, but we are on the right path. I'm thankful my parents. Obviously, since I've been young, they've been the one who like taught me how to act and like the discipline I'm supposed to have in everything I do in my life, not just in table tennis and not just in my studies. And I think the way they raised me has played the biggest role in the achievements I've gotten today. Then I want to thank, of course, all my coaches. My first coach, Aishath, but not only a specific coach. Throughout the years, I have had many coaches from different countries even, and each of them have played a role in helping me improve my skills in a different way. So I want to thank all my coaches and also my teammates who make it a fun time at practice and they give me the motivation to continue practicing. Like, it's a fun environment for me, so it's like a stress-free environment. Practice time is always fun and stress-free. Even though we are serious, it's a stress-free environment for me. It's a break from other things that are happening. So I want to thank my teammates a lot and my whole family. I'll be continuing playing table tennis, and hopefully we'll be getting a lot more achievements international level in this. That's our goal for now. Local tournaments ke thuru Rafa ke goal ki international ubareta konves raja riti nang hoda deve. So I'll be training for that also. And kiyamunge darang I want to go somewhere related with sports, maybe through sports medicine, something around that. So Rafa Fennan the TT Korea my Tango that Korea Mever Magina International Achievements as well. Miharu Kuri IOIG Libunu Gold Eti Damahatang in 2023, which the next IOIG will be held. That's one of my most important goals, something I'm aiming for. And South Asian Games ka en Ulibunu medal hodan Rafa Verno. South Asian Games ka qualified team went to bronze libu. We are aiming for more than a bronze, a silver maybe even. And singles always have a medal hodan. South Asian Games IOIG Rafa men like Maldives team ga go to them aim kura demu barataki. Kudairu when you're younger, fuhi vedane to fuhi vias hama hivvar kollan kulen diyama fahun ege enjoyment fennane. TT ke kanjanu hama huriha sport ekes Rafa gabu kura got ka warum muhim mecha kore mention kurfane discipline aki. But as practice on time of coach puna going hada. Then however, like Varagina Mihum Branda, punctuality, blah blah blah. But it's really, really important. Discipline, if you can only go forward in something if you have the discipline to go forward in it. But other than like the technical stuff, I think especially if you're playing matches, something we have to learn to do is keep a positive mindset. Match ka davyas hum abdes visnan chani o adivane molu vene. And maybe some people might have noticed, but I talk to myself a lot in the matches, and it's sort of just like motivating myself. Like, of course we need motivation from others as well, but we need to learn how to motivate ourselves even. So I think it's important to have good discipline and a positive mindset about the sports goal. At the sports known as Henkantakas. Miharu TT pursue kuram benu like younger kids Rafa benu me budalang TT is a good sport to pursue, and Miharu Rajega future in oi sport ke ehem hama Korea dash hai do sport ka. I hope lots more people will have more interest in table tennis in the future as well.